Very good diary. Hello now, pot plants. It's Friday in the daytime. The daylight's coming down from the sky down to the earth, and I had an interesting conversation yesterday that started the gears of my mind whirling and thinking. I was speaking to a very dear friend of mine, Mrs. Gantry, all the way from the America, and she was saying about the wisdom teeth. We were having a conversation about the wisdom teeth. Now sometimes they grow, sometimes they don't grow out. Other times you need them removed by your dentist. Other times you don't need them removed by your dentist. It's a strange feature that whereby everybody's different when it comes to their wisdom teeth, which are mouth-bound here and here, up and down, mouth-bound. And the thoughts that crossed my mind were, and my suggestion to her became reiterations of prior knowledge, whereby why not encourage the growth of the lower wisdom teeth? Why not encourage them through the ingestion of extra proteins, extra calcium, through a supper of extra milk, definitely more calories, but of the good kind, and of extra proteins through the digestion of certain proteiny foods. So the growth of the lower wisdom teeth could perhaps one day lead to wings, perhaps growing from the back of the mouth and out through the side, and they could actually grow into wings, which would then be, as you know, bones have a flexibility to them, and so the teeth could grow out from the side and kind of be formed or fashioned to wings, which could then lend themselves to help a human fly. So she could perhaps fly to work, or fly to see family and friends and the like, which would in turn cut down on the country's tendency to cause pollution and to hurt Mother Earth and all of those around us, to lessen our air quality overall. So in conclusion, in summary, to discuss with you now, the inclusion of extra milk and proteins in one's lunch might help the wisdom teeth, the lower wisdom teeth, to freakishly grow and to perhaps mutate in shape, to protrude and to form wings, which would then come from one's head, which you would then, I don't know how you would flap other than the movement of the head and the jaw, which you could then use to fly, or at least glide. You could climb to a high place and perhaps glide, using tests initially, to then glide to where you need to go, depending upon the distance and the obstructions in the way, of course, because typically when you glide, unless there's an updraft in temperature and pressure, and of course wind, unless there's that, you're going to go down as you glide, so you need to start somewhere fairly high and go down. Anyway, these kind of thoughts, keep the mind active, keep the mind young, and certainly keep my mind young as I turn over the leaf into a new page, to turn into my 40s very soon, to become a somewhat middle-aged man, entering the autumn of my days. But it's helping to keep the depressions aside and the anxieties of my life aside, helping to keep them pigeonholed, if you were, in a far away from me, as my mind stays young, and as I design a new way of flying for my fellow humans. So other than that, I just needed to put pen to paper, as it were, or words to YouTube, to discuss it with you. And as always, this is the start of a discussion, so if you have any thoughts, please like the video and leave a comment down below, and we can discuss how this could work and how it could work for you, and perhaps I could tailor make an idea for you, not necessarily in regards to flying, but maybe in advice of keeping away the bed bugs, because they really do spread easily. If you have bed bugs, you need to perhaps get the correct lotions or sprays from your local, I don't know, pharmacy or department store. Anyway, you need to go somewhere and get some help for the bed bugs. And that's just my advice on one situation. I could advise on others. So if you want to discuss anything, please ask. And I'll see you next time. Okay, take care. Take care.